Killer Croc, full story, biography, powers, and abilities. In the shadowy underworld of Gotham City, where monsters walk alongside madmen, one villain strikes fear with his raw strength, primal rage, and monstrous appearance. His name is Killer Croc, and he's more than just a man with scales. He is a creature shaped by cruelty, rejection, and the animal instinct to survive. Killer Croc, real name Waylon Jones, was born with a rare genetic condition called epidermolytic hyperkeratosis, which gave him reptilian traits. As he grew older, his condition worsened, giving him hardened skin, enhanced strength, and a crocodile-like appearance. He was abandoned by his parents and raised by an abusive aunt who constantly belittled and beat him. Labeled a freak from childhood, Waylon was shunned by society and bullied mercilessly. With nowhere to turn and no one to trust, Waylon eventually found work as a carnival sideshow performer, billed as Killer Croc, the man with crocodile skin. But behind the curtain, a deep bitterness brewed. The cruelty of others had turned Waylon into something monstrous, not just in body, but in spirit. Eventually, he left the circus and descended into Gotham's criminal world. Fueled by rage, Croc became a powerful enforcer, a brutal mobster, and over time, a terrifying villain in his own right. Despite his animalistic exterior, Killer Croc is not mindless. He possesses a twisted intelligence and a fierce desire to survive in a world that's rejected him. Killer Croc in Batman. Killer Croc became one of Batman's more dangerous physical enemies. Unlike cerebral foes like the Riddler or Penguin, Croc is a force of nature, a villain who often challenges Batman in sheer strength and brutality. Their battles are brutal and visceral, often pushing Batman to the limits of his endurance. However, there are times when Croc is portrayed more sympathetically. Some stories dive deep into his pain, showing his desire for acceptance and his hatred for being constantly hunted. In Arkham Asylum, Croc is often held in the most extreme isolation, treated more like an animal than a man. Powers and abilities. Killer Croc doesn't need fancy gadgets or psychological tricks. His power lies in his body, evolved, mutated, and monstrous. 1. Superhuman strength. Croc possesses immense strength, capable of tearing steel doors off hinges and overpowering multiple enemies at once. He's one of the few foes who can match Batman physically. 2. Superhuman durability. His tough, scale-covered skin is highly resistant to bullets, blades, and fire. It acts as natural armor, making him difficult to injure. 3. Regenerative healing. Croc has the ability to heal from wounds at an accelerated rate, including gunshots, stab wounds, and broken bones. This makes him incredibly hard to take down permanently. 4. Enhanced senses and reflexes. Like a predator, Croc has heightened senses, allowing him to track victims by scent and detect movement in darkness. His reflexes are also animalistically fast. 5. Amphibious abilities. Croc can survive both on land and underwater. He's an expert swimmer and often uses the sewers, rivers, and Gotham's underground tunnels to travel or ambush his prey. 6. Claws and jaws. His sharp claws and crocodile-like jaws can rip through flesh and bone with ease. He is a living weapon, even without tools or weapons. 7. Intimidation. His terrifying appearance, combined with his unpredictable rage, makes Croc one of the most fearsome criminals in Gotham's underworld. Even hardened villains hesitate to cross him. Over the years, Killer Croc has appeared in various forms across comics, games, and films. In Batman, the animated series, he was portrayed as a brute with low intelligence. In the Arkham video game series, he is a massive, almost unstoppable beast lurking in Gotham's sewers. In the Suicide Squad 2016 film, he was reimagined with a more tribal aesthetic and was part of the government's team of expendable villains. In comics like Batman Eternal and Rebirth, Croc has been shown with deeper complexity, sometimes even taking on an anti-hero role. Tragic depth. Despite his monstrous appearance, Killer Croc's story is one of tragedy. His villainy is rooted in trauma, rejection, and the desperate need to find belonging. Beneath the scales is a man who once wanted to be accepted but was never given the chance. Sometimes, Killer Croc protects the weak or forms emotional bonds with others who are outcasts. These rare glimpses of humanity remind readers that he is not evil by nature but by nurture. Killer Croc represents the darker side of human nature, the pain of being cast out, the fury of being dehumanized, and the monstrous form that can take shape when someone is constantly pushed to the edge. He is both man and beast, victim and villain. A predator in the sewers, a monster in the shadows, and a tragic symbol of what happens when society turns its back on one of its own. In a city of masks and monsters, Killer Croc is a reminder that sometimes, the real horror doesn't lie in what we are, but in how we're treated. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more legendary character stories.